design and craftsmanship. That is what Ducati is all about, apart from performance, of course. Now, what we have today with us is the Ducati Panigale V2. It certainly looks gorgeous and actually looks like a smaller version of the flagship Panigale V4. Now, is the new baby Panigale all about just looks, or it can also back it up with performance? Well, that's what we are here to find out.
Well, Budmo, as you might be aware by now, is the online expert in terms of spare parts. If you want a spare part for your vehicle, they have it in their list. They have the most extensive spare parts catalog, right from the most affordable small car to the top of the line luxury car, you name the car, and they have the spare parts for it. And the best point is that they have the spare parts from a host of different component makers and different price segments for the same spare part. So if you want to buy a cheaper part from a different maker or a more expensive part from a different component maker, they have the option for you. And they also promise you 10 days assured return without any hassles. If you don't like the spare part, you can send it back and they'll return all the money to you in the first 10 days. So budmo.com is the name of the website. You can check them out on your iOS as well as Android devices as well. And they really are the experts when it comes to spare parts.
So the Panigale V2 comes with an all new fairing. Now it is very similar to the V4, but before we get to the fairing, let's get to the brand new headlamps. Now it comes with all LED headlamps with DRLs, and you can see over here the headlamps also get air vents to ensure that not only through the fairing but also through these air ducts here, the airflow is extremely smooth and makes it more aerodynamic. Now when you come to the side profile, you can see the silhouette. It is a very sharp looking bike. It is compact at the same time, and being Ducati, it looks really beautiful. It also comes with a single side swing. Now if you look at the exhaust here, the previous 959 had a twin or a double barrel exhaust, which kind of looked out of place, but now it's a lot more smoother. It runs underneath the body, so it looks a lot more compact and cleaner. And coming to the rear, it also gets LED rear lamps here with, again, you can see the air vents here for the airflow. And as any motorcycle in this segment, you see it has a very raised and a sharp, edgy look. So it's very aerodynamic, and I guess that's what you also expect from a sports bike. The new V2 also comes with a 4.3-inch TFT display, which plays host to the Ducati's state-of-the-art 6-axis IMU electronics package, which is seen in the flagship model, the Panigale V4. This is easily one of the biggest upgrades of the V2. It's also equipped with the advanced traction control, which is derived from MotoGP, cornering ABS, wheelie control, and lean angle based engine braking, and ride-by-wire technology. Now all these rider aids come with multiple settings. It also gets 3 riding modes: race, sport, and street, each with its own specification setup. And if that still doesn't work for you, then you can customize it according to your riding style. The V2 also comes with a dual shifter. So as mentioned earlier, the V2 retains the same 959 Panigale's engine, but it has a lot more power. It churns out 153 bhp, that is around 5 bhp more. It also gets new injectors. Now it still is a high revving engine, so it's got a smooth response, it is instantaneous, and it is lets you feel that you're in control of the bike. It doesn't have that whiplash feel. But as smooth as the engine is, it is better to downshift if it's in the 2000 RPM range, because the engine somehow feels a bit jittery. To get the best out of this engine, it'd be really good if you can hit the 6000 RPM. But again, in our road conditions, hitting that mark on a consistent basis, it is a bit difficult. Now we all know that Ducatis have razor sharp handling capabilities, and the V2 is no different. It takes on corners like no one's business, but the best part is it stays stable and planted on mid corners. Now it gets Showa front fork suspension in front and Sachs monoshock. In terms of taking corners, it really sticks to its lines, but the rear suspension is slightly on the softer side, which is actually practical when you are riding in the city. It cushions potholes. So in a way, it has the best of both worlds. The other good thing about the V2 is its seat. Now it is a bit longer, it has a lot more space, and also gets an extra layer of cushion, which ensures that the saddle is a lot more rider friendly. So after riding the baby Panigale for a fairly decent amount of time, we've come to the conclusion that it is a near perfect bike, but priced at 17.5 lakhs, it is an expensive proposition, especially when you look at the market, which offers more powerful Japanese motorcycles, which could also be a bit more cheaper than the V2. But the V2 is not about power numbers or power game. It offers great craftsmanship, it offers state-of-the-art technology, and it offers controlled power. So in all honesty, you don't have to breach the 200 bhp mark to enjoy speed, and that is what the V2 is all about. It also comes with a dual shifter, which is extremely smooth, and at the same time it's very practical when you're riding in slow moving riding conditions. So if you're in this market and you're looking to buy a bike in this range, we seriously consider you go out to your nearest Ducati dealer and find out what the V2 is all about, or at least take a test ride and see what it's capable of. So thank you for watching our video, and please do let us know what you think of this review.